Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric. One of my favorite developers is Bethesda. I'm a huge fan of a lot of their work, a lot of the games that they do. Quite obvious ones, you know, the Fallouts, the Skyrims. But they actually quite often impress me with stuff they do. So I always make it a point to catch their press conference at E3. And their press conference this year was interesting. I'm not gonna say it was bad by any means necessary, because there actually was some stuff that I'm excited about, which I'm gonna talk about today, and then I'll just give my general thoughts about it, because that's what us clickbait tubers do. So let me put the clickbait wizard hat on, in the spirit of Skyrim, actually. And I know some of you guys just cringe so hard when I do this stuff, so that's what I like. So let's begin today's video, guys. So, Bethesda, one of the main things that I wanted to see out of them was some stuff about Doom Eternal, their upcoming Doom game, the sequel to 2016's Doom, and I was not disappointed. We saw a brand new trailer that was like, oh my gosh, oh my Lanta, crazy. If I was not hyped for this game before, I just gotta be completely and utterly honest here. I am absolutely hyped for this one now. This game is going to be a mazeballs. This is going to be a definite candidate for Game of the Year when it comes out. And the beauty of it, it's coming out cross freaking platform. Now, we got a release date. That's the most important thing here. November 22nd. Just in time for Turkey Day, guys. I'm going to be eating Thanksgiving food while killing demons. What a fantastic holiday season it's going to be this next year when Doom Eternal comes out. Cannot wait. Perfect. Now, speaking of Skyrim, we got a new Elder Scrolls title coming to the Nintendo Switch. Elder Scrolls Blades. Man, I'm tongue-tied today. This is a mobile port. It's a mobile game that is being brought over to the Nintendo Switch, and it just recently launched. It's an open beta right now on mobile, so bringing it over to the Switch is interesting. I don't know if it's going to be more complete when it finally gets here or whatever, but you know, I would definitely take some more Elder Scrolls action. I'm addicted to Elder Scrolls Online right now, but it's going to be a free-to-play dungeon crawler, and it hits the Switch this fall, so you know, there's going to be some time. And it'll support crossplay, which is fantastically huge. You can play it right now on your mobile, and when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, transfer your progression, your data, and everything over that. So you can start grinding now, so when you play it on your Switch, you'll be good to go. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I'm probably going to download it right here in an 8-bit. We got some info on Deathloop. Not too much. They still kind of are keeping this one a little mysterious and stuff, but it sounds really cool. It's going to be a first-person game about two assassins that are kind of like, and let me quote you on this, an internal struggle. Now, here's the description. Let me read it. Explore stunning environments and meticulously designed levels in an immersive gameplay experience that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Hunt down targets all over the island in an effort to put an end to the cycle once and for all. And remember, if at first you don't succeed, die. Die again. That actually sounds kind of cool. I really can't wait until we see some gameplay and some footage, trailer, anything about this game. As it stands right now, we don't even have a release date or what platforms this is going to be on, other than that Bethesda is making it. So, remains to be seen. That's one of the titles that is mysterious still. Also, mysterious is that Fallout 76 is getting a huge update. They revealed today, basically this is the, hey, we suck at Fallout 76. This game was garbage when it came out update. It's going to be a huge, massive update. They're going to be adding human NPCs. They're going to be adding a whole bunch of new quests, a story, tree dialogues. Basically making this game everything that it should have been when it first came out. You know, I'm still kind of curious about this case of Fallout 76. I really enjoyed Bethesda, but they are starting to make some questionable answers and solutions and decisions to some of their games, and I feel Fallout 76 is a black mark on a rather competent development company. And speaking of black marks, for some reason they felt that it would be wise to make a Commander Keen mobile game, which was announced at E3. I'm not going to talk much more about that because that wasn't something that impressed me. That was something that I was like, yeah. Also coming up, they revealed that Rage 2 is getting a big expansion. It's going to be called Rise of the Ghost. There's going to be a new quest, weapons, vehicles, and it will add a new gameplay mechanic of mech suits. There's no release date, but they are saying that it will be available later this year. I haven't played much of Rage 2. I know there was a mixed reception to it, but for the most part, I've heard people, or at least consumers and gamers themselves, say that it was rather enjoyable. So I'm not going to listen to the reviewers or the review sites on that one. I'm going to be checking Rage 2 out eventually, especially if it's going to be getting some updates. Now, Bethesda also talked about their new technology that's going to improve cloud streaming. I know some people were wondering exactly why this was talked about at E3. I think E3, even though it's cool to see games just be announced, it's also cool to see stuff that other companies are working on, you know, that are just not games. You know, technology, advances in the hardware, the software, progression and stuff. It's really cool to see that Bethesda's working on a thing called Orion. And it's supposedly going to work with any game engine, and it sounds kind of impressive. They demoed it by playing Doom on mobile on stage. I personally think with the advent of Google Stadia coming out and the xCloud, that developers really need to take an approach in doing this and stuff. I think it was cool of Bethesda to kind of give us a little insight. I know it might have been boring to some people, but I thought it was neat. Now, there was some more info on the upcoming Wolfenstein spin-off game, Youngblood. Last year, it was announced. Now we got a brand new trailer that makes the game kick-ass. I'm always going to get a Wolfenstein game when I can. I enjoy the series at all. And then we also got a release date, which is going to be July 26. It's cross-platform again on Xbox, PS4, PC, and the Switch. So anytime I hear that Switch included, I'm like, oh, thank God. And I trust Bethesda because, you know, they're overall a pretty good company, and I think they'll have the same people put the Nintendo Switch version together. I think it was Panic Button. They did a good job of the 2016 Doom ports for the Nintendo Switch, so I have full faith that the Wolfenstein game will be just as good. It's nice that we're getting a game simultaneously released as the other platforms. Usually the Switch gets it much later. And last but not least, we got the Resident Evil creator, and forgive me for butchering Japanese, Shinji Mikami revealed his next studio project is going to be an action-adventure game called Ghostwire Tokyo, where people are just mysteriously vanishing in Tokyo, and it's up to you to find out where they are and why they vanished. It's more of an action horror game as opposed to survival horror, which Resident Evil's mostly known for. This sounds really, really cool and something that I think I'm really going to enjoy, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And guys, that was my selections of stuff that caught my attention at E3 for Bethesda. What did you guys think overall of their press conference? Do you think they kind of slipped it up and faltered a bit? I heard people were concerned about the audiences being fake and paid off and stuff. I read that on like an article. I've also heard other people saying that the crowd just seemed too cheesy and stuff. I think honestly it's because a majority of people at E3 are press or even like employees of the companies and stuff, which kind of might lead a little bit of a false feeling to it. But I think overall they were on par. I don't think they were as good as Microsoft was, but you know, they didn't pull out the heavy hitter. You know, obviously the next game that they were coming out with for the Elder Scrolls, they didn't show anything about that, which I don't think it's anywhere close to being even ready to show off anything, but that would have been cool if we would have had that. I was really hoping for that. Me personally, I think it was okay. If I was to rank it 1 through 10, I'd give them a passable grade of at least a 7.5. It wasn't bad by any means. Didn't feel too underwhelming, but I feel that they played it safe, kind of. And I like to see crazy. So guys, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. If you are brand new to the channel, feel free to throw a subscription, and don't forget to click the little bell doohickey to get post notifications of when I upload, which is almost daily. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description.